shit given. No shit given. No shit given. We don't care what you think.
Welcome to No Shits Given. I'm Chris.
I'm Ben.
Let's get into it.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to look now. We've just added so much new technology in here. I'm like, whoa.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's actually looking almost like a studio in here. So, I mean, we have a monitor now.
Right?
I can show you stuff sometime.
That'll be neat.
Not today because I'm not prepared at all.
That's just what I said. So on the fly, this one's going to be. But
Yeah,
how's it been this week?
good. I've noticed there are now 3 traffic lights in town,
Yep.
and the one's not quite set up yet because it's brand new, and people don't know how to use that.
Well, it's flashing. We don't know what that's supposed to do.
Yeah. Oh, what's a flashing?
Yeah.
The flashing yellow or a flashing red? The one that's getting people is the flashing red turn, the arrow. You're still supposed to stop. When it's flashing red, you stop. It's that simple.
Yeah, and then when it's clear, you go. It's that simple.
People don't get it.
No.
I guess there's almost been like numerous accidents already.
It's going to take a minute for that to be a thing. It was difficult to adapt to the T-corner when they put that in there.
Yeah.
So, learning curve.
I hope they have a delay so I can turn south off of my road. Because right now you can't at all. So I turn right and I turn around.
Yeah, you cut through the parking lot.
Go into the park.
Yep.
And I make go south out of there. That works too. Yeah. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. It was just something I noticed.
It is, and the rest of the construction, and they better not skip the middle part this time.
What do you
Just
mean?
from where they stopped at the railroad tracks and all the stuff that's coming all the way up to here.
Yeah.
They just need to do all that instead of just pretending they're going to mess around with it and actually dig it out and repave it and go all the way to the light and bed
They've
it.
had traffic shut off for weeks. All they've done is the drains.
I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Drains in some type of infrastructure. But I know out in front of our shop, that's got to be dug out.
Oh,
like
for
down
sure.
because there's
Yeah.
I was listening to the guys this winter as they were repeatedly filling the crater that you could call out front, and the guy's like, you can fill this all day long. It's just pounding it down. This was a road that was made in 1850 and it was
Right.
never designed to see this kind of tractor trailer traffic.
Yeah.
So they need to just do it right if we're going to be all jammed up all summer on construction is all I'm saying.
And that's all that's been happening. It gets fixed and then tore up again the next day.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long at all.
No, out front that winter just kills it too. So
Well, yeah, winter kills everything around here. Our roads are the freaking worst. I mean, they put all that crap on. Maybe if they didn't dump all that.
well, that's also part of it. Like that guys don't shut the solder off while they're sitting at the red lights. It just literally
We'll just
eats
keep
a
this
hole.
going.
So,
Yeah.
but it was so bad this year. We had people sitting out front with cell phones taking videos so they could post them and complain about it. But I mean, at one point, I wouldn't even drive through there. I'd drive up and then go down East Road.
I tend to turn where all the parking is, like in front of your building. When I turn, if there's nobody there,
Parking,
I take that.
yeah, all the way down to the cone.
Yep. Or if there's nobody in the other lane,
All
I'll
the
take
way-
the opposite lane traffic. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
care.
Every time when we leave late at night, that's usually how I do it because nobody else is out.
Now when I go to the gym in the morning, I take the one where you go under the old railroad tracks and go up that way.
Oh, that road's pretty beat too.
No, they just paved it.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it's brand new paved.
Nice.
It's in good shape. Yeah, so I take that to and from the gym.
yeah, that would.
It's in good shape. But yeah. Anything else on the road that's been bothering you? How about the trucks not covering their loads? Yeah, that pisses me off. Cover your loads when you have stone in the back of your truck.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't noticed a lot of that.
I have a glass roof freaking car, man.
So you hear it.
It scares the crap out of me.
Yeah,
I don't want that crap.
yeah. No, I just if I see them in front of me, I just smoke them.
Yeah.
You know, but most of the guys I know are pretty good about it. The guy I was riding with, my friend BJ, he owns BT Mad Trucking the other day, and
He covers his
he
load.
covers his loads. Shout out BJ.
Way to cover your loads.
Yeah, responsible trucking because that's what he's known for.
BJ's and loads. What an episode we got going on here today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been annoying me. Oh, I also thought of a new law that should take effect.
I like those.
Yep. If well, I hate them.
I'm a big fan of regulation.
Yeah,
Chris, you know me.
But well, back in the day, when people farm, and God bless farmers, you keep us fed, like you do hard work. I would not want your job. Screw that. Like, props to you for doing that.
But here we go.
But this is what I'm going to bitch about. So back in the day, farmers used to own all their land, and they'd farm their land.
Yep.
Well, now they're farming land that's 20 miles away from their farm.
Mm-hmm. Farms have gotten bigger.
And I understand that. But if you're going to take farm equipment on the road,
Yeah.
I think you should have to trailer it to where you're going so people don't get caught 50 cars in a row behind a freaking piece of farm equipment that goes 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Now, I understand you have to do a job. I get it. But it's not my fault. You're leasing a piece of land 20 miles away from your farm that you should have to trailer your freaking equipment there. That's what I think. Or we should be able to drive under those tall-wheeled motherfuckers.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Now you're speaking my language.
You know how many times I've thought of that?
Yep. Especially in these cars we got now.
Uh-huh.
It'll fit.
I'm like, I just want to drive under you so bad.
Can you imagine that poor guy's face when you come out? And I don't want to do it from the front. Like, I don't want to see. I just want to, like, surprise him. Be like, there you go. Hey, I'm here.
When I'm stuck behind,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I want to do. Yep. And it's not going to be a slow pass through.
No.
It's going to be foot to the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta be louder than him too. So
Right.
I won't. You will be quiet about. Be like, what was that blue dot?
Oh man. So yeah, I've always thought of that too. I'm like, man, if I could just go right under that son of a bitch, it would be so much fun.
I don't know what you'd ever do about it. You know.
No, because the problem is we're running out of land. And the farms are getting so big now. It's not like it's mom and pop farms anymore. These are big businesses.
So I don't know how you would avoid that. I can definitely get with
like I said,
keep them off 12
Trailering them would solve this problem.
because they just wouldn't do that.
Well, they can do that.
Yeah,
You know, they have.
but they're not gonna.
No.
I mean, that's just not economical or make any sense.
They already hauled the shit, so haul your equipment.
And then you're gonna be stuck behind the tractor trailer with that giant thing on the back.
Yeah, but they don't move as slow as this stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Them big 8-wheel things and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. It's an issue, and I gripe about it. But it's one of those ones where I was like, I'll reserve complete condemnation until I can figure out a decent solution.
Yeah,
And the only solution I got is like, okay, you got to get from A to B. Everybody understands that. Why do we got to dominate the state routes?
Right.
All right, there's enough offshoot roads that you can get around.
Here's another option.
You know, the Black River's an issue, but you can get around doing it.
Another option. Just pull over and stop. And let people go around you.
Man, you're killing me because if I'm that guy, there's no fucking way I give a crap about what you're doing.
I know.
I gotta haul that
If
tractor.
I'm in that piece of equipment,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
No, not care.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
pull over and stop.
All right, so really, what you need to do is do what I do, is get something related to just a cool, like your old Harley decal or something where you can see it.
Yeah.
All right, because when they see the UIS coming down the road, most of them trying to lean a little towards the shoulder for me, so I credit that. But what we're saying, guys, is even though you're inconveniencing us, you should try harder to get out of my way.
Yeah, basically. And as a matter of fact, that should go for everyone on the road.
Yes.
Just get out of my
Out of it, all of you.
All of you. Just move out of my way. Yeah. Let me drive how I feel like.
We were at a car show one time down in Florida, and there was another Challenger down here parked next to us. It was probably a big Hellcat or something. And right on, he had a smoothed out, nice big front face bumper on it. And on the thing, it's bright and reflective even, I think it was. It just said move with an arrow. So you've seen that car coming. And he was like,
in reverse?
Yeah.
You could read it
Yeah.
in the rearview?
I was like,
Nice.
that's genius.
Yeah. It wasn't like that one guy that had IE ass on the back of his truck.
No.
No.
And that was a fun car show.
Yeah. I got the Chevelle out.
Yeah.
And finally it's working properly, kind of.
Sweet.
I have to jump it every time I want to. I got to put a battery shut off on it.
Okay.
'Cause something's drawing. And so, we're gonna put a battery shut off on it, so I can just get out, pop the hood, and click.
Oh, just throw it right there by the floor, underneath the front seat.
So I was talking to a guy. He's like, it's a pain in the ass to run that shit. You know, so it's easier just to put it right on the battery itself because it just goes on the terminals. Quick and easy. And I don't mind popping the hood. It takes 2 frickin' seconds.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's still easier than popping the hood, getting out my jump pack, putting the jump pack on it, getting in the car, firing it up, realizing the jump pack, I didn't press the button to have it boost, so I got to go outside, hit the boost button, get back in the car, stuff in the car again, get out, get the boost pack, unhook it, shut the hood, put it, so I can deal with it.
Yeah. I was just thinking for ease, like the fire trucks, we all got them right by the seat. So and also when you get in and forget that you're supposed to do that, then it's right there. You just reach and flip it. So, but yeah, I mean, if it's boom, shut it off. That's the important part. Is you get to be able to kill it off.
Right. I obviously didn't hit the right button on it. So anyway, yeah, I got the Chevelle out. I washed it the other day and busted my knuckle. I got my buddy's pressure washer and I just got this whole bunch of cleaning stuff, so I bought myself my own sprayer that does the foam and all that stuff. But you got to hook to the pressure washer. There's a quick disconnect thing and whatever, and then you screw it on, the one for the foam, you take it off and you screw the wand on. Well, I did that and thought I didn't cross thread anything. I didn't think. Well, I must have tightened it too tight because I went to take it off at the end of the freaking day. Busted my knuckle open. I have to go get freaking pliers to get it off. It was like 7 o'clock at night and we were going to eat dinner. And I'm like, I don't even want to get the channel locks out to freaking take this off. I'm putting it away the way.
He-Man grip.
Yeah, I'm just putting it away. No, done. But I've done nothing but work the last few weekends. I'm sick of being responsible.
Yep.
It sucks.
It does suck. Trying to think of what I've been so damn busy, but I don't even know what we did last weekend. This weekend we had a really awesome family day at the fire hall.
Nice.
On Saturday that Mariah put on and helped orchestrate the Touch a Truck event. And
that was this past weekend?
Yep.
Damn it.
Yep.
Why didn't you remind me? I wanted to bring the boy out.
Yeah, it was. I advertised. I'm pretty sure I talked to you about it.
Yeah, you definitely did. You definitely advertised it, but
I dropped the ball on like a few different people that I was supposed to get a hold of.
If things aren't in my phone or I don't get a reminder,
yeah, I got it.
they don't exist.
Yeah.
So.
But that was wicked cool. We did jerk pork barbecue.
Yep.
So instead of the chicken, so that went over real well.
Did it sell out?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, we did it well every time. The community's awesome for us. So that consumed Wednesday through Saturday for us for the most part, besides work. Yeah.
Saturday we did gardening. Yay! Because we need to feed our family. Because groceries are stupid.
Thanks.
Thanks, Obama. Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I think we blame everything on Biden, even if it had anything to do with anybody else.
So so we did gardening but I got to play with the tractor a little bit, which was fun. The boy got to drive the tractor, which he loves doing.
Yeah, that's good.
I can't get him off the motorcycle every time because I'm trying to sell the bike. So somebody buy my Fat Bob, damn it! It's I keep putting it out front of the house, and every time in the morning before I take him to daycare.
You gotta go out and sit on it.
Yeah, we go out, I put him on it, I start it up, and I drive it to the front of the house. We get off, he cries because he wants to go around the yard a bunch. And I get in the car, we leave. When we get home, he's always, motorcycle? Yeah, motorcycle. So we get on it, I do a couple laps, take him off, he cries because he wants to keep going. And then at the end of the night, I usually will do a few more laps with him and then put it in the drive, and then he turns it off. But like, okay, dude, keep this up.
Yep.
Keep liking motorcycles. Keep liking being outside, and we'll be okay.
Creating a perfect little monster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dirt bike in a couple years. So,
Couple years they make him with training wheels.
no, because my buddy, his son, had one with training wheels. He goes, it scared him. He goes, because when they're riding, the training wheels are up a little bit. And when they turn, they'll hit and they'll jerk them back the other way.
Oh, yeah.
He said that's
Or hook them, yeah.
He goes, get him on a bicycle first, make sure he can balance.
Yeah.
Then long one without training
Then
wheels.
let him go, yeah.
Yeah. Just send them.
Yep. That's what I mean, generally, that was my philosophy too.
Yeah.
Just send it.
I went and I talked to a company the other day because I haven't gotten one call on my motorcycle. I don't think people have much money right now. So I haven't gotten a call on the bike. So I went down to this place that sells trailers and used stuff too. I'm like, hey, the guy that made the decision wasn't there. I'm like, but you want to trade? Like, I need a trailer, and they got a little 90cc Kawasaki four-wheeler there. I'm like, that'd be perfect. Trade me the trailer and that little Cowie. I'll give you my Harley. So we'll see. Hopefully that comes to fruition.
That'd be sweet. We had a little 90 something. It was blue, but that worked for the kids right up through, and even for a certain point, Mariah was tooling around the ones. That blue one, that was a little 90. I think it was a Yamaha. I don't remember. But that was a good little machine, and it grows with them. You know,
Right.
I mean, not the machine, but they can grow on it and not be
this one
too
has
big or
the
too small.
Remote shut off.
Yep.
And stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, we never had any of that stuff when we were kids.
No.
So, yeah.
No, we had three-wheelers.
Yeah, well, even my kids, they had my four-wheeler, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that was what we had. So at one point, the first time we ever really took the kids out with it, my son took them right to the top of Heartbreak Hill over in Eatonville.
Yeah.
And just put it in the second gear. I'm like, just do whatever you want. Right, like, why are you doing it? Like, he's got a helmet on, it'll be fine. And so he was loving life. I never taught him how to shift it. So he just run bang second gear, because first gear rev limiter was too close.
Yeah.
So he'd get 15, 20 miles an hour. Bang, 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 bang. I'm like, whatever, let him do it. Teach him a little bit on that. And then when my youngest was in kindergarten, she was driving it, but she was so small that in order to make a hard turn, she'd have to pick her feet up and throw them on the seat and lay across the gas tank. And most of the time, she'd make it.
Yeah.
So I'd ride with her all the time. And we had a little trail system out behind this house I was living at. So we'd go out there and hang around and try to talk the wife into going for a ride with her. She's like, I don't ride with a frickin' kindergartner on that giant wheeler. I'm like, she's fine. She'll be all right. You just got to pay attention, but she can handle it all right. So finally, I talked her into it, right? So they're out back, and this is the story I get. So she was doing all right. I'm just sitting there. And she goes, all of a sudden, we're halfway around the corner. She goes, all of a sudden, the kid throws her arms up and goes, I can't do it. And we just book into the trees. Like, well, you can't be sitting there and la la land. You're still a 5-year-old.
Yeah, you have to pay attention.
It's like, you said I'd be fine. Like, it was. Nobody got hurt. You weren't going fast enough to get hurt.
Well, the purpose of you being there is to grab the brake.
Right. Like if I thought she was fine, she could just be making laps by herself.
Right.
Like I'm usually, So, but yeah, we didn't have remote shut off on that.
No.
You're going in the trees.
But I'm going to like that feature.
Yeah.
Just, hey, you being a little dick. There you go.
Yep. You know what? Listen, I said dinner time.
Yep. Not going back on.
He's already crying when you take him off the bike. Once you let him start driving himself around, he's never going to stop.
I know. The thing is, though, I've got a little Power Wheels. He won't get on that. I can't get him to ride that. I want him to.
It doesn't shake and make noise and be cool.
It's pretty quick, though.
Yeah.
It's got a 20-volt battery
See,
in it.
douchebag, your kid's not going to want an electric car.
I don't care about the electric part. Just drive it around.
It's pretty quick, he says from the back seat.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
He likes riding in the electric car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah, but he'd rather have a Harley.
Well, that's good. That's what I'd rather have a Harley too. He goes, ready, set, go. And he just wants to accelerate.
Yeah.
'Cause he loves the acceleration of it.
My buddy, one of the guys we tattooed, got to be good friends with. He's a Corvette guy.
Yeah.
And so as his grandson was coming up, he's like, I taught him that 2 presses, because all the new cars got the 4-way button down at the bottom, right? It's a little orange triangle. Because I taught him that was the turbo button. He's like, so he got to hit it twice, and the car will take off. So turn it on, turn it off, so nobody sees it. He goes, and then I'll just peg it for about 300 feet and just throw him in the chair. He goes, he just loves it, and that turbo runs out, so you can't use it all the time. You got to wait in between. So they like teaching him that, but the kid just loves that exact thing. I mean, they all do.
Yeah. Well, now it's a problem because we'll be going down 12, Ready, set, go. Can't do it here, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Come on. See, that's the difference between parents and grandparents.
Yeah. Well, I see enough cops on that road that I'm like, nah, let's not press our luck. So
We had the grandkids, once we traded the old car for this one, we went and picked up the two grandkids one night. I thought the oldest one wasn't home. She was busy. So we took them out, ripped around, had some fun. A couple weeks go by, let's go pick them up, take them for ice cream. All three are there. First two pile in, third, this oldest one climbs in, and the middle one goes, hey, wait till you see what this one can do. Like, I guess I know how I got to pull out of here. So,
it's fun.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's got a good little, I can't be maybe 400-foot stretch from her mailbox before you have to slow down to make it the first corner. So it's like the perfect distance to really just let her eat right there and then have to slow down and not be doing 100 around the corner.
I was getting yelled at on the bike because the wife came out. We get on the straight of the driveway and I just
What?
yeah bark it a little bit. Bah! No, wife don't like that too much.
Go back inside.
Stop. I'm like, he's riding for the road. Look how good he's riding.
Right,
He's
perfect.
Let's get a little helmet, throw it on him. We'll go for a little ride. You can't ride anymore. You're pregnant. He can.
They'll be back. He'd be sleeping before you get to the end of the road.
Oh, I know. He loves it, man.
That's
So
awesome.
much fun. Yeah. But yeah, we got the garden over the weekend. I made raised beds, so we got those all set, and then I had to go make an arch out of a cow fence. I don't know. It's a TikTok thing. We know how you feel about TikTok.
Yeah, fuck Tic Tac. Jesus.
I made it for her,
Yeah.
whatever, and then so I'm like, oh, she was like taking a nap or something. So I go outside and I'm gonna get this done before she's even up. I'm gonna be a good husband. Put it over the raised bed. It looks awesome. I'm so proud of myself. She comes out. It's not supposed to go over it. It's supposed to go next to it. What do you mean? Oh yeah, no, you're supposed to put it between them. I'm like, well, this instruction would have been great to know before you fell asleep.
While you were taking your nap, I made an executive decision, and that's where it's
Right.
staying.
So I took it apart, put it where it had to be. Damn it.
You are a good husband.
Yeah, and then I pulled up all the sod where we're going to have the rest of the garden. And getting used to just picking up sod, not the easiest thing. I got it after a few swipes. First couple swipes, I went pretty deep.
Yep. It's only a couple inches at best.
Yeah, so I went and dug a hole in another part of the yard and picked up some dirt and filled it back in. It was about 2 feet deep.
Wow. No, that's a little excessive.
Yeah, well, maybe not 2, like a foot. It was a little
Still.
too much. The first couple swipes.
Yeah.
I got used to it. I got better.
Yeah.
And I didn't waste the sod. I took it somewhere else where we needed sod and I threw it down. I said, there you go. Your grass. You'll grow anywhere. So, yeah, that was Saturday. And Sunday I had to go freaking shopping. Shopping with women is not
Let's see, what happened? What kind of trouble did you get into last week, or that was your weekend?
So she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't have been going. She wanted these shelving units from frickin' Target. So they weigh probably 80 pounds. So I'm like, I can't let my pregnant wife just go to Target and hopefully someone will load them in the truck for her.
Yeah.
So I went and did it. Stupid. And then we had to go to Lowe's, which I like Lowe's,
Lowe's is cool.
but I couldn't get anything I wanted.
Right. That's what's not cool.
Yeah.
And I always get trapped in the light section, looking at lights.
Yeah.
We have no intention to buy. They're just pretty. And
My boy loves the lights.
yeah, yeah.
Shiny thing.
So I told her, if you were a moth, you'd have been dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The one thing I do look for in the light section is cheap ass ceiling fans with remote controls, because they are the greatest thing ever invented. I never knew ceiling fans could be so great until I found one with a remote control. Oh, I don't have to get up and pull a stupid freaking string. This is great. So I look for them because I want them, but I don't want to spend $300 on them because I'm a 16th Jew. So,
That's very true. Speaking of a 16th Jew, while you were fixing that, I just got a text message and it reminded me of something I freaking hear irritates the shit out of me. I got a text message from AT&T for the umpteenth time telling me my rate plan's renewed, yada, yada, yada. Just annoying, that is.
Yeah.
But doesn't interfere with anything. Look at the National Grid, okay? You think my bill might go down if you didn't send me 35 things in the mail per month?
Oh, you know you get charged for that.
I do know I get charged for it, and I have opted out of all paper contact because we
Yep.
pay it all online, and yet it all still shows up. So if I'm not even being charged for it, that's even more of an expense that I'm paying for from the company.
Right.
What the fuck is it? Just drives me freaking nuts. So continue.
So, you're using AT&T?
Yeah.
If I had to pay for my cell phone again, luckily the business pays for it, I would do Mint Mobile.
Yeah, the 15 thing.
It's like way cheaper.
Does it work up here?
You can get the unlimited. And it has, it feeds off of all the towers. So you get better service than all of them. It's cheaper. So anyway, that's what I would do. Sunday. So then we went to Lowe's. Then we had to go to BJ's to get groceries and shit.
Jeepers.
22 items. Guess how much money?
At BJ's?
Now, granted, one of those things was a dolly, a new dolly. I needed a dolly.
22 grocery items.
22 items, including the dolly.
Oh, probably $400 or $500.
Yeah, $400. You gotta be freaking kidding me. We barely got anything.
Yep. Oh, dude, anytime I walk out of Walmart under $150, it's a win.
It's
and
unbelievable.
There's two of us.
Yeah.
One of us doesn't really eat a whole lot.
Yeah.
So
There's three of us, but one of us really doesn't eat.
yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, but his stuff's even more expensive to get.
Yeah, when it comes to like diapers and stuff, we did get diapers.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, it doesn't level out just because they're not eating.
So I told her, I go, let's try pull-ups. Let's see how this works out. Because we want to get him potty trained. So I'm like, pull-ups. It's time. She's like, oh, you're still my baby. I'm like, no, he's going to be a man soon. Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, he's going to be a man soon. I mean, come on. I want him to grow up. She's like, I want him to be a baby. So
We were just actually just the other day having a debate with a guy about that because he's a real sentimental guy. Just every stage that they're hitting, he's like, oh, I can't believe that's over. Like it's difficult, and I never looked at it, and it's always been cooler to watch him grow than watch him be a kid.
Right.
I mean, there are definitely moments in there like I'd like to capture that in a bottle and just be able to bring it back when I want, like
Right.
the sweet little girl I had at 5.
well, now we have
You know.
the phones. When your kids were little, you didn't have the
Yeah, but I mean,
phones with the video and stuff on them
yeah,
to capture.
I just want the person back. Yeah, the sweet little kid that I had at one point, you know, the one that had ambition and,
Right,
and hopes and dreams and things like that. And now I'm just like, but to see each level and stage, I've always been way happier to watch the growth than be one of those drag on.
I like seeing them
yeah.
make the milestone.
Absolutely.
Now you're doing that. That's cool. Like let's keep it going.
Yep.
And she's like, no. So, and then she looks back at the little baby. Oh, I miss when you was this. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, that's how you end up keep having new ones. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter, same thing. Oh, I miss it. And I heard it for 2 years. And then about 2 years after not having a newborn, she calmed down about it. But then she got a newborn and realized that's not that cool.
No, I'm not looking forward to
Yeah.
screaming again, the nights and all that stuff.
Well, you're doing it closer. She was
Yeah, so I guess I'm used to lacking sleep.
She's 5 years different. So, you know, he'll be how old?
2, basically.
Yeah, so I mean, the things he's going to do in the next 3 years, and you're going to be so used to that, and then go back to a newborn. Or, you know, a couple weeks into it, I was like, hey, how's it going? Right, I asked her, she goes, he's so boring. He just sits here and I feed him and hope he doesn't cry. You know, compared to a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old that are just ripping around the house at mayhem all the time.
Well, I remember though when he was first born, for the first 8 months, not sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that again.
Yeah.
That sucks. And my wife has to have the kid in the bedroom for God knows how long. Because they can't be in their own room. That's just down the hall.
Yeah. No, I didn't really do that with mine. They all were separated. Well, mine was. Brittany and my son, they weren't. Sean was, holy fuck, was he? Speaking of trying to figure out what Mariah did before I came around. I think Brittany was, and then Sean wasn't, specifically because it was such a pain to get Brittany out.
Yeah.
I think it was the issue.
I ran into him when I was picking up the cow fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's trying to start up a band again and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. At least he's working now.
Yeah.
So, still baby steps.
So what the hell? You were out of here. What happened? Why'd you come back? Get out.
Did he tell you?
Run. He did.
Right.
But I told him to run.
Mm-hmm.
Get back out there.
Well, I'll take what I can get. I get this at this point.
It seems like he was just a teenager a couple of days ago, though.
It does and it doesn't.
To me, it feels like I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Well, look at his hairline.
I know. I wasn't going to say it.
Somebody should. He's not listening to us. America, tell him to cut his hair. If you know him.
Buzz it. Just buzz it. It's time.
I guess, I mean, my father was a balding guy, and I always used to pick on him, God, just shave it off. Just say, you don't prune a dying tree. So as long as it's growing, I'm going to let it go.
I mean, mine's receding, but it's nothing like my old man.
Yeah.
So like, my father he was pretty bald.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he always had it short, from what I can remember.
My dad was bald if not completely bald, very thin through all his 50s. So, I mean...
Well, I think my old man lost it in his 30s.
Yeah, well, he was going...
That's when he lost his
started
In
going.
the 20s, it was thin on him.
Well,
in the 30s, I think he...
Well, you're holding on all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's receding, but it ain't gone yet.
I think I got my grandfather's hairline.
Ride it out as long as I can.
Right. That's why I always kept it short, because I figured because of my father, I figured I'd be bald.
Yeah.
So I was like, just keep it short, and then when it starts to go, nobody will notice that it's gone.
Once it goes back far enough, I'm just mohawk.
Yeah, all the time.
I'll just mohawk it completely. Just complete mohawk.
I almost did that the other day just to throw everybody off. You're like, say something. But,
What was the name of the band you saw?
the other week, couple weeks
in
ago?
Reverse?
No, He Is Legend.
He Is Legend.
Yeah.
I saw videos of him on YouTube. He's all tatted up, right?
No, that's the Falling
That's Falling in Reverse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I saw the
Yeah.
other day. Okay. They were good.
Are they?
Falling in Reverse, I was surprised.
I've heard good things about them from clients and stuff. I've never seen those ones.
Yeah, I just saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
The guy's all tatted. But looks like a pretty normal dude. Pretty jacked.
Looks pretty normal to me. Everybody's pretty talented where I'm around.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He looked pretty normal. But he screamed really good, but he could sing too.
Yep.
But it was weird. He mixes in like classical singing too, which I've never heard in like a metal band before. Like scream, sing, and like sing.
Mm-hmm.
Like no shit.
There's a lot of bands that you should check out if you like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all changing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
I keep telling you, man, there's other stuff out there. And you're like, no, I want it to be 1995. I want to pay 1995 concert prices.
Yeah,
I only want to listen to 1995 music.
Yes.
Well, it's because you don't know where to look. And
No, not 95. I'm thinking more 92. 89. 89 to like 2005.
Mm-hmm.
About there.
Yeah.
Then it can just stop.
No, there's some really cool bands. I know you're not into like the heavy stuff like I am, but there's some other really cool.
There is
cool
some
bands.
heavy stuff I like though,
Yeah.
and I'm finding more of it. I've been listening to the metal station. I've got the YouTube music, so I've been putting metal on there and listening to that.
Your wife would like Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Yep, every white girl loves Sleep Token.
Really?
And so joke in the shop, but yeah, absolutely.
What is it?
It's very, I go type O negative with no balls.
Okay.
All right, they're awesome. The guy's vocals are amazing. Some of the music is really great. Their last album really kind of caught my attention. Their newest stuff, I think if you took out the really good singer and put in Justin Timberlake, you probably have a top 40. I just can't stand the music of it. But the guy's voice is really good. But that, I mean, as far as like a metalish sounding band that the masses would enjoy, Sleep Token, I guarantee you go home, put on Sleep Token, she'd be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of music.
Okay. Yeah, but even my wife, she listens. You know what she listens to, don't you?
But just trust me, like, just throw that on, and she's gonna be like, "What is this?
Okay,
He's pretty good."
Okay, I'll put it on for her. Maybe when we're all driving the car.
Yeah.
But the boy, because I've been listening to the metal stuff, I put it on in the car. I think it was System of a Down that came on, and he's back there.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you got it.
My
You know what
youngest
to do.
was helping my Mariah bake one day, way back when she was little. And, they're happy and bouncing around, and all of a sudden, Kenzie spilled the sugar on the floor. And we never cared, like other parents, like, oh my God, this is a freak. I was like, just clean it up, big deal. More sugar, right? So she's sleeping. She goes, sugar. Like, that is my daughter right there. Yeah.
I also was watching Slipknot's first performance at Ozfest in '98 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, no shit.
Yeah. I would go back and watch that. I've seen Slipknot.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I want to see them.
They are.
I've seen Stone Sour, which is his other band, but I haven't seen
Slipknot is his own thing, and it was an awesome show. We're front row. I mean, she touched a clown. I got a drumstick. Like we had a time. Like it was actually my son's first ever concert.
Wow.
Was front row at Slipknot. It was Motionless in White, Bullet for My Valentine, Lamb of God, and then Slipknot. Front row for all that, and it was like 120 degrees at Darien Lake. We damn near died, but it was an epic show. I mean, it was like 120 degrees, even as the night went down, because of the mass of people. It just stayed so hot down there.
Everyone's pushing up,
and we're front row, and we're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then Slipknot came out, and we're like, wow. And then all of a sudden, the pyros went off, and we're like, oh my God,
so
too much. Stop. And like, I'm way too close to this. Get me back.
I'm so dehydrated.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Because you don't want to leave.
No.
Once you're in the front,
I want to leave.
You're not leaving to get water.
I'm here to see Slipknot, and I'm 3 feet from Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not moving.
Right. So it's like, well, I'm really freaking thirsty, but I can't even leave to get a beer or water or whatever.
The one big show we saw down in South Carolina was dope because we had VIP, so we could slide right back into the pit section, right off the VIP, go right in there, grab a drink, have a clean bathroom, and a stock bar, and you just ran out there, grabbed what you needed, had cushions and shit and seats, and you pop down there for 5 minutes, go right back in. Instead of having to fight your way back down, you came in the side. And when you come in the side of the when you come in the side of the pit with no shirt on, just rolling like this, get out of my way, you would get right back to your spot. It's not a problem.
I think that's how I'd want to see a show.
It is.
Yeah.
I was talking.
I'm old.
Yeah, but you don't want to see a show like that because I paid up for it.
How much was it though?
Oh, that one I think was probably like a $300 ticket.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it wasn't terrible.
I mean, I'm talking just going and seeing regular shows and they're $600. Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll do those like a Tool show. That's $1,000. For the two of us.
Yeah, 500. Were they special tickets or anything?
No.
Just
regular admission.
That's ridiculous. I love Tool.
We were, I want to say probably
$500.
20 rows back on the floor, maybe 10, 15 rows in front of the sound pit stage. So it was the best sound you were going to get out of the area.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was, the Tool show I thought was really weird because I've never been to a show where you have seats.
Well, that's what most places I've been now, if you want to get in front, you have to buy a seat.
Oh.
I don't like that. Like all the amphitheaters and crap, it's all buy a seat.
And then how do you get in the pit?
You pay to be in the pit.
You have to buy a seat too?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think. Or maybe you just buy and you stand in the pit.
I usually buy stand in the pit. And we don't ever leave, so, I mean...
Right. You walk by the seats and get into it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's how that works, but I think it's stupid. Like, why can't I just...
Oh,
Get in the pit.
Well, you get a VIP one, and then if you have like that one had the extra bonus bar and area to sit. I almost wouldn't be opposed to buying that ticket if I have to have a seat and I can just walk up and get in the pit whenever I want.
Right.
Because I'm old and I want to go sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Really, almost like
But it's weird going to a rock concert and everyone's sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It is really weird, and then the weirdest people sit in those front seats. Like at that Slipknot show I was telling you about. No bullshit. This woman is 85 years old, white bob hair, sitting there. I guarantee you she's the only kind of person that could have made it in with knitting needles. And she was sitting there knitting.
Holy shit.
And it's like her 35th time seeing Slipknot or something
God.
crazy. Yeah. Where it's like, no fucking way. She's like, I love these guys. Like, do. But I mean, they were the plastic bendy ones.
Right,
but I mean,
right.
like, you and I tried to bring them in. There have been no way. That's a weapon.
Yep.
And she's like, yeah, she's too old. Don't worry about
She's
it.
actually
Yeah.
Yeah, I would spend $300 to get.
Well, you have to spend up now for those, and it's bullshit. Like, I don't get it. They just showed a clip on one of the news feeds I was watching the other day that in the last 10 years, it's been like a 450% increase in concert tickets.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot to do with people like me, I figure, because I will pay that.
Right.
I'm going to do 3 shows a year, tops. I'm going to go to the ones I absolutely want to go to, and I'm going to go straight up there. I'm going to do every little bit of it. So, we just did this one with the He Is Legend one was a lot cheaper. I don't remember exactly what it shook out to be, but under $100 for the meet and greet and all that early access. If I can buy early and get as much stuff for it, then absolutely. The Tool one, you kind of want early access to, because out of all the concerts I've been to, these people are the most ravenous for merch.
Really?
There's people that are way more concerned about being able to get to the merch table than whether or not they ever even seen the show.
That's crazy.
It is, but some of the resale on
Just
the
go to Hot Topics.
merch is, well, some of the resale on this merch is nuts. Like her poster out there that she's got is one of 80 something, and you can sell that thing unsigned for 500 and something bucks.
That's crazy.
Right, and so her brother's got a
So this is a business for some people.
some of them. Her brother knows people that have made it not necessarily much of a money making thing, but they get there to get the specific merch, and that pays for them to go to the next show too. Kind of situation. So they're ravenous. I call them they're
Tool boxes?
tool bags.
Oh, okay.
They're all tool bags. There's tool fans and there's tool bags. But it was an awesome show for a seated show, and you pay up for that experience. I don't need to go see Tool again.
Well, $300. You said there's beer back there.
Yep, that what there was.
Yeah.
Yep, beer,
I mean,
cold,
if I'm going to drink
cold
beer
water.
at a concert anyway, and water. I'm going to be at $300 in drinks by the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Water's $10 a piece.
Yep.
Beers are probably $15 a piece.
I think that one was cool enough. I think they had big coolers of ice water and just cups that you could take whenever you wanted, and then you paid at the bar for your seltzers and drinks and stuff.
Okay.
They had food there at
Well,
one
you can
point.
get right to it.
Yeah, I was 15 steps over. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, even just for the free water. I mean, water at concerts is not cheap.
I'm the pay up guy, because at that show, the Mudvayne show, in between the VIP section and the stage, there was an exit to get back to the tour buses, and there's this poor schmuck sitting there getting sweated on for all day, and he's making pennies, right?
Right.
So I was like, how much can it cost to get back there? He's like, you can't punch back there. It's like, how much you making a week? He's like, $500. I'll double your salary for the week right now if you just turn around and let the three of us go in there. He's like, I gotta work next week, man. Like, touche. I was like, because I knew that between me and her and Shane, we absolutely would have came up with $300 a person to get back. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
At one point, Shane was friends with their tour manager way back in the 2000s, so he has some experience with the band. He thinks he has all kinds of experience with all kinds of bands, but I wasn't around for that part.
Yeah, that kind of experience I would pay for. Like,
You gotta be,
especially at a reasonable price like that.
you gotta be selective. I mean, sometimes it's an unreasonable price. Like, had she decided she wanted to pay up for the Tool meet and greet,
How much is that?
Whatever. That was thousands.
Jeez.
But if that's what you want to do it. You just
I mean, I really like Tool's music.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I'm not the kind of person who's into meeting famous people. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, if I see him, cool. Like, when I go to sporting events and stuff, like, we went to a Steelers-Bills game out in Buffalo, and we were staying in the same hotel as the Steelers. So, bombed after a night of drinking. I come in, there's a whole Steelers defense in the lobby waiting to go up the elevator. I'm hammered.
Yeah.
And there's Troy Polamalu with his big ass hair there. I'm like, holy shit. And we ended up riding in the elevator with James Harrison and stuff, but I'm not like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, that's cool, but I don't need to meet these people.
No.
Like, they make no difference in life.
The fun,
To me.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're just guys that have managed to make it really good at something.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like I'm in that category.
Right.
So I don't find them any different than me. It's just a different path. The first time we ever saw He Is Legend, quick story, we were right up front at the band right before they were supposed to come out. And I was still a smoker at the time. I'm like, I'm gonna go have a cigarette. You should come with me. No. Next band up's the one I want to see. I'm like, I'll get you back up front. No. All right, whatever. I'm gonna go have a cigarette. I go out and have a cigarette. I'm sitting there smoking a joint and having a cigarette with the band that's about to go on stage. They're just cool guys. We're just bullshitting. It took me a minute to understand. Like the first guy, that lead singer, everybody knows who he is, but the other guys, I don't know.
Right.
So I'm like, whatever. So I'm talking, and then he came out. We're all doing our thing. I'm like, you guys gotta meet my wife. She's freaking awesome, right? So I run back in and get her. Like, you need to come out with me. No. You need to come out with me. No. I'm right here. Blah blah. I'll get you back up front. So she finally begrudgingly comes out with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I've been hanging out with the band. They'd like to meet you. Oh my God, I've loved you for so long. And then just tears. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
I told them you were cool.
This is my cool ass wife, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, maybe you catch you after the show. And they got to get ready to go in, right? So we go back up, and I get 2/3 of the way up there. She's like, you're never going to get me back up front. Oh, she's so mad. I get right up one row away. I'm like, these four guys, and I'll call them guys loosely because they were 22 if they were a day old. They're old enough to get in the bar. Right? They're there for non-point.
Yeah.
I care less about non-point. Like, can she just get up in front of you guys? I'll stand behind her, and we don't both need spots. No way, man. We're here for non-point. We're here for non-point. She's like, I told you, I'm not going to get my spots. Like, hold on. Guys, and I explained to them again, like, really, I need her to get up front for this band. We'll leave right after that. You can have your spot back for non-point, no big deal. No way, man. It's like, oh, all right. Hey, she's short. They're double D's in a white tank top, and she's going to jump a lot. Yeah, we got room.
That was quick.
So we got them up front, and so as they did the thing, there's a spot in one of the songs. There's a 4-word line that says, "Dad, I'm not coming home." And it's a female voice in the song, right? So they come by, and he sticks a microphone because she's the only person up front that knows every single word to every single song. And he comes right up and gives her the microphone. "Dad, I'm not coming home." Woo, right? I leave all the way home. I'm with the band. They're part of the band. So the second show, no bullshit. We did the meet and greet and all that, hung out with him, go through the whole show. He's doing that song. And I'm like, there's no way that he's going to come back around. And he starts doing like to build up to that one part. And he goes to the other side of the stage. I'm like, wow, somebody else is going to get to do it. That's going to be cool. I know what he's about to do. Yeah. And he whips around, sticks the microphone right back in Mariah's face. She'd got to do that part twice. Each time we've seen the band, she's done that part with the band. Nice. So now she's double part of the band. And she has proof because she's got a picture with them this time.
They recognize me. They know me.
Yeah, it must be my hair. I look like a rock star. You were at the meet and greet. You were the girl that fawned over him at the meet and greet. You were perfect right there. Okay.
Big impression that day.
Yeah.
They're going to remember you that day. Yeah. Any other show? Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. But once they meet her, they tend to notice her. No, shows are expensive.
Yeah.
They really are.
I used to go to them a lot.
Yep.
They were cheap then.
Yep. The nice thing is the metal ones are still pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Like the ones I want to go to, like we went and saw Lorna Shore, Gojira, two really awesome metal bands in either Syracuse or Rochester, I can't quite recall. And those were $100 tickets, and that was VIP, not meet and greet, but early entry, swag bag, some other shit. So we went and saw it was Lorna Shore, Gojira, and Mastodon, and 2 songs into Mastodon. I was heading for the parking lot. I don't really like them.
No.
No.
I know them.
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah.
They're old metal guys, and I've never really cared for this screamy, squealy,
Yeah.
like Dave Mustaine kind of
You like
high
the
pitch.
deep screaming.
Yeah.
Not the 80s screaming?
No, exactly. No, that ain't that's good. The guitars and stuff are cool,
Yeah.
but no.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I miss concerts sometimes.
Now I'm just antsy when I go,
Yeah.
and that pisses me off. It used to be care less, and as a parent out and about with the kids, you got a heightened sense of security just in general. But now it's just me again with her often.
Yeah.
You know, and my brother is part of the problem because he's always a little bit more on top of it than I am, so it rubs off his mindset when I talk to him. But like nowadays, you go to the movie theaters, you check where the exits are.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
Yeah.
Why are you checking where the exits are? So you know how to get your ass and your loved ones out of there.
Yeah.
Now I go to these concerts, I'm like, I used to just head straight for the front, didn't matter, I wasn't leaving anyways. Now you get up to the front and you're like, all right, active shooter, where's my exits?
Right.
You know, that fucking sucks. That's stupid.
I know. You know what the worst part is? I can't shoot back. They
Yeah.
don't let me bring my gun.
Yeah, that's an issue. But I mean, like, it's just the whole going out in giant groups anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's knowing you are sitting in a soft target.
Yeah.
You know,
When I go to a restaurant, I still sit facing the door.
absolutely every time.
Yeah.
And it took me probably 6 years of training her to get her to figure out that's the direction. Now she just walks in, she's like, all right, I sit this way. But the only person I defer that to is my brother, and that is because
You know he's packing.
he's gonna take care of it. It'll be fine, quicker than I can get there. So, well, that's it. It's I get, when you think about it, it really pisses you off. That nowadays you really, even just at the Applebee's,
Yeah.
you got to be like that, you know.
Yeah, I try to keep that way back.
Yeah, but that's what it slows me down from wanting to do things like you know, we got a lot of customers coming in from the Incarceration Festival in Ohio. That's awesome. Ink and metal, that's a thing I should go to.
Oh, yeah.
A 4-day metal festival, that's
Yeah.
just too much.
I don't want to go to festivals anymore.
Yeah, the whole festival atmosphere, all the people, all the chaos. Sooner or later, something's gonna happen. Like,
And I'm too old for it now.
yeah, yep. That's
Yeah, I know what happens at festivals. I've been to many of them.
well.
Just,
I'll be a lot less intoxicated now than I used to be.
well, that's true too.
So I mean, that is a bonus. But it's just the whole atmosphere now makes me anxious.
Yeah, but I don't want to camp anymore either.
No, I would. Her brother's at a festival, and he stayed at the hotel and got a trolley back and forth. I would do that Airbnb
Well,
or
now
something.
they have like yurts.
Yeah.
You got enough money, you can just stay in a yurt.
I got enough money.
Stay in a yurt.
I would. Before I sleep in a tent, absolutely.
Watching those Coachella videos.
Yeah, no way. No way.
$30,000, I think, for a little
Yeah,
yurt.
yeah. Well, that's just idiocracy on the nth level. Is that whole operation out
It's
there?
unbelievable.
I can't believe anybody can. I get music's awesome. I love concerts, all that. But any of the footage that's ever been put out of entering or exiting or existing at Coachella
Yeah.
makes it look like an absolute nightmare.
Oh, and it's a bunch of douchebags.
Yeah, but well, there's that. But I mean, like, just like everybody's stuck.
Yeah.
Everybody's muddy.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Everybody's everything's filled with dust because it's a dust bowl, or just on and on and on. And it's just like that is a total nightmare to go through just to watch a band or two. No fucking way.
Did you see that? They had that, I forget what it was called, Fire Aid or something, for the victims of the fire with all the 90s rock bands did a thing.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, apparently none of the money's gone to the fire victims. It's all gone to this nonprofit that has taken all the administration costs out of it, and money has gone to nonprofits, more nonprofits in the area of the fires. But nothing's gone directly to fire victims.
That's how it goes.
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
It does.
Yep, we're going to get all these bands to play for free.
Yeah.
Get this money donated to
I bet you none of them played for free either.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, probably not. But I know the CEO makes multi-millions of dollars, and it's like
You don't make multi-millions of dollars by giving it away.
95% administrative costs.
Yeah.
Profits and
No, the only one I ever do is legitimate is Red Cross.
yeah.
But
Doctors Without Borders is a good one. That one.
I'm sure there's others, but I mean, I know that when you go to redcross.org and donate to redcross.org, that money goes to Red Cross.
Yeah. Well, I know Doctors Without Border, like they're one of the best with the ratio of money that goes to the because instead of just people around us.
We also, with the fire department, end up using Red Cross quite a bit. So, you know, I like that one. We do all kinds of direct benefits, but I don't do any of that other stuff. Online donating or any of that.
It's tough to give anymore because so many people rip.
Well,
Rip it
it's
off.
tough to give because as soon as somebody finds out you're willing to give, everybody comes out of the woodwork.
Please, sir.
Yeah.
Please, sir. May I have another?
Yep.
Yeah. Constantly.
Sponsor this and do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to do for the local community, I figure. I mean,
Oh, it is, for
You
sure.
know, not for nothing.
and I like
but
serving the local community.
nobody in California gave a crap. We got 300 inches
No.
of snow this year.
Nope. People's houses were collapsing.
Yeah, really.
No one cares.
So it's all good. I feel for them. But it's going to happen here. Everybody's like, oh, you know, it's so good that it's not going to happen here. When a fire finally hits the park or the tug, it's going to roll through that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because we've got
They
all
don't
this.
clean the floors.
That's what I was going to say. All this no management crap.
Yeah.
Forever wild.
You can't even take wood to burn at your fire from the forest floor.
Right.
That's fucked.
Yep. Used to be able to be at a state campground, just walk around and pick up sticks.
Yeah.
And that'd be your fire for the year. But now they got to bring it all in with you.
Some guy got in trouble. He was going down Trail 5 in Old Forge and, you know, picking up big logs and stuff that were all, you know, on the forest floor. And DC stopped him on the way out. What are you doing? Scrapping, you know.
Cleaning up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Can't do
can't
that.
do that. You got to put it all back.
Mm-hmm.
What? Give me a break.
But we'll give you $900 worth of heat this year to spend on fuel.
Oh, yeah. Well, not soon. Soon. All electric.
Yeah.
Yep, because that's not going to kill the grid up here. Anyway, that's for another episode. Maybe next week.
Utility bills.
We'll see you next week for utility bill.
Yeah. National Grid, we don't give a shit.
Well, we'll see you then.
Have a nice week. Like, subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Do all that stuff. Share with your friends.
Tell somebody else that you watch this. I dare you.
They won't believe you because this sucks. Later.
No shit in one. No shit in one. No shit